This piece was a lot of fun to make. As a scientist, I wanted to make all of the panels connect perfectly. But as an artist, I realized it really wasn't my job to do that. My job was to put the panels there and allow the person viewing the piece to do that on their own. I love creativity, and science education opened the door for me to be creative in my work, and I want other students to have the same opportunities that I've had.
We are trying to understand how brain energy contributes to Alzheimer's disease and use that information to generate new therapeutics. Our research focuses on brain energy, which is fascinating because our current community, local community of scientists is growing, and it really shows the power of energy. It's important to engage young individuals who are interested in science early, and you want to make sure that they have the right resources to build a career.
I'm a material scientist who creates materials that can be used to kill cancer cells while stimulating the immune system. Cancer research is very personal to me because both my wife and I are cancer survivors. Developing a method to treat cancer is a team sport. There is no magic bullet. You have to really attack it from all sides in order to get it. So it's really important that we communicate and work together.
So as a scientist and engineer, a lot of times we have to understand the problem from the point of view from the person that's experiencing it. So once the problem's solved, 80% of the work is communicating that and creating a story for the customer. And I think, the best way to do that is visually, pictorially. And I think that's where the A in STEAM really comes in. The A part of STEAM to me means empathy. The wise man is the one with the most empathy because they can see it from different perspectives and come to, some decision that helps everyone.
My research is about finding plant characteristics that make them more tolerant to drought so they can produce the same amount as they are producing now, but with less water. The final goal of this research is trying to feed more people in the world with less resources. I think it's really important that we university teachers, we collaborate with high school teachers so we can show them what we are doing because everybody can do it.
I research on tissues that are hard or calcified, such as bone and teeth. For me as a scientist, I feel so privileged to have a job where I'm essentially being paid to do my hobby. Some of the most exciting discoveries are things that you didn't expect to find. And then those can develop off into completely new projects.
I work on pediatric brain tumor and hope to find better treatments to cure cancer. One of the great things about Kansas City is the community, how welcoming and how supportive they are of research. The community is also very important for the education, especially in STEM, so that they can be maybe the next generation of scientists and continue the work that we're starting.
The picture is of a cow oocyte. So it's basically the female egg, and surrounding it are support cells, which we call cumulus cells. When I looked at it and when I show it to other people, they're like, holy what is that? It's really important, I think, to really stimulate and give kids this wow moment and introduce the curiosity to know how the world works. The purpose of STEM education is to provide a foundation or a toolbox that the students can then take and explore the world with that. So they have a fundamental set of skills that they now can apply to new problems, solve new issues to make the world a better place.
So my research is about developing materials and ways to transplant cells to the retina to restore vision after diseases such as glaucoma or optic nerve injury. It's important to get young people interested in science because there are so many interesting things that you can study and to learn about and to understand, just nature and how the human body works and how each one of these cells works. You start off and you keep building your knowledge. And every time you build your knowledge, you're not just, gaining more understanding, you're focusing it.
Our laboratory was the first laboratory in the world to view the three-dimensional structure of the anthrax toxin pore, which is the molecular syringe that injects anthrax lethal factors into the cell. understanding of basic science can be used as an application for applied technology. Retaining our brightest students in Kansas and Missouri is probably one of the most important goals for building science and biotechnology in the region. This is an incredible time for students to actually get involved in science.
Thank you to everyone who have placed bids for these artworks. Your support will directly impact STEAM activities in our community and help create the next generation of multidimensional, creative scientists and leaders in our community. The proceeds from these artworks will support Prep KC, the BioGenius Challenge, Science City and the Greater Kansas City Science and Engineering Fair, and the Kemper Museum of Contemporary Arts. And a particular thanks to Erin Jajits for her help in the curation of these images. Please support our community, support these STEAM activities, bid now. Get up, go bid!